Welcome to the end of Kickstart. My fake tan is ready to be washed off. So happy you've made it. So proud of you. And let's just enjoy it. I'm a little bit tired. My body can go Cindy on Friday. So even though this is the last one, for the overhead presses with burpees, I might not do. So just you work to your ability and listen to the cues. First thing we're going to do for our warm-up is we've got a weight at each side. We're only doing 4 minutes, not 6 minutes this week of this. And you're just doing a side shuffle and tap. If you feel up to it, you can lift the weight and bring it with you. But if you do, you must bend your knees. So let's go. So we're just little side shuffle and tap. Twenty seconds left. Just lovely and soft in the knees. Oops, sorry. There we go. 10 seconds. Protect that back when we bend the knees. We're activating into the glutes. Even with the little touch and rest. With the little touch of the hand, we're working into the scapula and upper body. Now we've got front and back. So take your weights in the front and to the back. 5 seconds. Can you believe we're 4 weeks in? Totally wild. There we go. So you can just do a little jog and tap. Remember to bend down. You can also walk this. I know some of you have been enjoying the program and using your really lightest weights or no weights at all. And that makes me so happy that you would work and adapt accordingly. So got 3 seconds left in this. Good. So the last 2 minutes, we're on the diagonal. It seems like you're not even doing much, but we're going one diagonal and the other diagonal. I'm going to lift my weights on the last one. So on this one, I'm just doing diagonal, just with no weights. And on the one after that, I'm going to lift. Okay, so little side shuffle, shifting the hips in. Good. Feel the rotation. Nice and soft. Still in the warm-up stages. 20 seconds. Excuse me. And rest. Excuse me, and switch to the other side. Your diagonal on the other one. Might actually blow my nose really quickly here. Lovely. 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 Let's go. So think about how you're feeling. I'll get a wee format to everybody at some stage. But thank you for the feedback already. It makes me just learn each time. And it makes me happy that I got to lead you. So we have a little bit of a lull, 20 seconds left, where I'm just getting the new content ready. And thank you for your patience. I know so many of you have been around from the start with all the changes, but that is the beauty of running your own business. You're like, without funders and rest. So not quite at the building my own app stage, but we're going to have them all on the one platform. But I don't even want to say too much because the last one was great and then they pulled it out of the UK. So that's why it stopped working. So take your rest. But it was really good for booking everybody on. And we're going to get there. As long as the workouts remain top, all the other stuff is just noise. That's the way I see it. Okay. So we have the wide squat with that side kick and the bicep isometric hold. It's a mouthful. I'm going to use My heavier weights, the 7s for this. And we're in, so this is our isometric hold like so. I'm not increasing the reps on this one, but we are doing 4 sets. So I'm going to do 8 reps with the bigger weights. If you're in the lighter weights and you're like, I want to progress, whenever we're resting, you go for another 2, go for your 10. Okay, so it's isometric hold. You can also just keep them by the sides or you can drop them all together. Let's go. 1, we come up and then we raise the leg. So you can keep them in hold like so, or you can put it on the leg to add, sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm going to isometric hold, but you can also keep them so they're on the leg. Then that adds a little bit of weight going out. Last one. If you're on your lighter weights and you want to do 2 more, please do. And then we're in, so it's our supersets back to back. We have the chair. We have this lovely row behind us. You can double up your weights if you have your 2 small ones. You can use a heavy one. I'm going to use a 9 because Michael's not here. So I'm using heavy for this. So we back row and then we point our leg, 2, and we come up in that lovely little kick. Good. 3 more on this side. Keep control, and by keeping control, I mean squeeze your glutes so that it's coming from the glute, not into the back, the lower back. Let's go again. 1, pointing the 2, we do that lovely little kick. And rest. Well done. We've only 30 seconds rest, so if you need longer, please take it. Stop the video if you need. Not anyone who's live, just block me out. I like the way this one builds up to the end. 5 seconds and we're weights up again. Roll the shoulders away, let them melt like candle wax down your back. Bend to bring up those weights. So we have the isometric hold. We squat and lift, or you can do your isometric hold, isometric and lift, whatever you want. Gives a wee bit of relief in between, but if you want to do that hold, works into those biceps. Gorgeous. Dance class. Maybe do an extra here. Last one. Drop 1 weight or bring the 2 into 1 hand. Your heavier weight, whatever you're doing. Back in. Keep that lovely hinge. Make sure you're hinged right over. Good. You're lovely and long. I know I'm a broken record about belly being switched on, but what I mean by that, I really want you to bring the belly in towards the spine so that you're supported, especially when you have a weight hanging from one side of your body. Good. So just to educate on that. So when we're doing that bicep isometric hold, in the same way, your external obliques are also in an isometric hold when we're doing that exercise. Even though you feel like they're not working, because they're staying strong. Remember, you have access to all of the videos that we've used and members from last year. Any of them, even just type in your emails, right? We've got 8 seconds and we're back again. Type in your email like upper body, and then hopefully you'll bring up the emails. I know it feels like a bit of work, but it's not work when you get all those workouts. Let's go. Sitting back and rise. And keeping the upper body as straight as it can. So we're working into the hips. Lovely. One. You want to add on your extra, please do. Roll the shoulders out a little bit, bend down to pick up your weight, and we adjust to that lovely back row. Pretend you have two, or imagine you have two lights on your right and left shoulder, just where the deltoid is facing forward and they're facing to the ground. So don't turn yourself into this exercise. Keep those shining on the ground. Good. Good, and rest. So because I'm normal and just like you, I have loved the discipline of this. And I've loved knowing that it's happening. So I will also be putting alarms on. I'm probably not going to be just as rigid because I work out with some of my clients too. So like some of them have been double whammies. I'm like, and then I have teenagers who come alive at night and don't want to go to bed until 11:15. What is this life? So I'm going to give you an extra 10 seconds and we're back. Because it's the last set, it's the one that counts. Okay, 5 seconds. But setting our alarm, putting it in the diary, like an appointment that you don't want to miss. It's the best way to keep up with it. And also to place importance on it. Are you ready? Belly is switched on, roll the shoulders down. Good, 1. Because then in my art, in my life, I try to place importance on every day. So I want you to move and to enjoy it and to have fun with it. Feel that strong body move. Last one. Good. Into that row. The shoulders are pointing down, shining the lights forward. Rise. Point the toes. So we talk about plantar flex and dorsiflex. Plantar's that lovely pointed toe. So I want you to plantar flex it. Good, and switch. Good. Well done. Take a rest. We're on the mat for the next bit, for the first bit of it, which is our chest press and leg extension, where we blow the legs away and return. And then we're up into the, RDL, which comes down, pretend you have a little bar there, and we're going to back row that way. You can go for your lighter weights with this. Anything where we're lifting out can feel quite difficult, which is fine, and that I want you to progress. If you're using your heavier weights, you can do 6. I was doing 6 reps before with a client before. 6 reps is not a failure, especially if you've increased the weight. Sorry about this area. We're very busy today here. Okay, chest press, we're down. Just make sure you have enough room for your legs to blow away. I don't want you to really think about that because that will keep the control element. My hair, sorry. Okay, careful with the weights. Chest, you can always do a little bit heavier, but don't be using that as your excuse unless you feel you can. You're an adult, okay? I don't know how it feels to be you, but I feel like my chest, I can do a little more. Let's go. So chest press. I'm hovering my arms this week. Blow the legs away. They don't go that far. And bring them back up to 90 degrees. If this is too much for you, you can bend the legs and you do just a little tap with the toes. As soon as my legs go away from that hinge, my spine is pushing into the mat and my belly is 100% supporting me. I've got a soft peach under my chin, so my head is not yanked back. I'm going for 8. So that extra bit of spice is holding the weight so they don't touch the ground. Just a wee hover. Because it's week 4. Okay, we come up for row. Take your time getting up. Roll the shoulders back. Now you're getting to see the full hair effect here. So bum goes back. If I was with you, I'd be pulling you by the hips. So the bum goes back. My weights stay like so, and I'm rowing wide, okay? You can do one side at a time if you feel that that is just easier. So you can do one and the other. Come right back up and don't hyperextend the knees. I want you to keep control. Rolling down, smooth. That's 6 if you want to tap out, if you've gone for your heavier weights for week 4. Just bringing the belly right in towards the spine. I like this one for right where the brass strap is, basically. Rolling down, send the bum back. Good, and rest. Fix my big hair. Boop, boop, boop. It's due a wash, everybody. I'm out tomorrow night, so I've just extended it. Some followers had replied like, how do you get away with not washing your hair? I'm like, because maybe I'm just a bit disgusting. No, nothing else. Nothing else other than it lives in the top of my head. And I never judge anybody for, well, now if there was something crawling through it, I'd be judging. Okay. Oh my goodness, did I tell you about my son having a tick in his hair last year? That was a really low point. That was a low point, everybody. Came back from camp, living in the sand dunes. Okay, so legs are raised. And he thought he had a spot. It was not, it was a huge tick. Belly is brought in and we're putting the spine against the mat like you're a piece of clay. Let's go. So we chest press first. We blow away. Probably put you off your breakfast there. I think the reason I get away with my hair is because I have very thick hair. That's the short answer. It absorbs moisture. Funny story that I'm sure you could do without this time in the morning. 5. Oh, I've actually kept mine up for that. 5 is where I'm meant to be down here. 6. That's a sign that I could use heavier weights, everybody. I was hanging out up at the top. So I saw the Kim Kardashian and number 8. Good. Take your time getting up. Kim Kardashian had put coconut oil in her hair. So I put coconut oil in my hair. And because my hair is so thick and just absorbs moisture, I basically got up in the morning and it just looked like normal. So I'm now able to do that. You know, like if people like put it on, they were doing our RDL, come down, belly is switched on, nice flat back, and we row, really intentional. So it's always funny because my friends didn't believe me. And I was like, I put coconut oil in my hair last night and it just looks like my normal hair. Lovely wee curl on it. I think I've actually put it on. Anyway. But what are you going to do without this crap that I talk in the morning? Say. 6. And row. Lovely. Feel the shoulder blades coming in like they're kissing. Last one. Roll down, bum back, back, back. We micro bend in the knees if you need. Good. And rest. Take a drink. Feels milder today, which is nice. Because I'm up every morning at 5:30 these days, and I'm often outside like running or doing something with a client, or here. Michael, my husband, is a geography teacher, and I think he's delighted that I'm finally invested in the weather. Because every day it's like, do I need gloves? My circulation's awful in the morning, so like my hands, and then I can't They go yellow. It's really lovely. Good. You're doing it. Then we have one more of the big guy after this, which I want us to get in. So we're only going to do 3 sets of this one, okay? This one actually is what really will build deep abdominal muscles, okay? So point the toes. That's dorsiflex, that's plantar flex. So let's go. We start in the bottom. We reach up, come back, hover, and the legs fall away. Feels really good. Breathe out as the legs go away. And that will bring, if you breathe out through the mouth, like you're breathing through a straw, it's like you're just switching on the abdominals right down to the pelvic floor. One for luck. Good, take your time. Okay, let's go. Right, roll the shoulders back. I love an RDL. This is good for the peachy. I definitely feel the changes in my bum this program, which I'm loving. I know what changes in my body quickly. For me, around the abs, starts to change relatively quickly. I could take 4 years to get it off of my back. Just likes to live at the back of my arms and my back, but my bum, because we're doing so many squats, if you think about it, even our body weight on a Tuesday, I love that one. Gave it to a client in the States this week because she was like, I don't have much time. I was like, well, this will be a good one. Squeeze up. We do 100 squats in it alone. A little pyramid one. Good. Squeeze the bum at the top. Good. Give me one last rep. Belly is switched on, bum is back, back, back. Elongate into the hamstrings. And row. Woo! Well done. Okay. I had a little interlude there. We're not going to do it because with the snatch and the burpee, I know that sends your heart rate up anyway. So thanks for the feedback every single week about how much you hate the burpees. But because I give you the variety, I want you to use those. So burpees. So we have walk, in, stand. There's your first one, okay? You can also do it without your weights. Second is out, in, stand. See how wide my feet are? It helps it, it's easier to stand. Okay. Third is ba, and then widen the feet and snatch. So you can also do it with one. So one's in the middle, you burpee out, in, hand, lift, and we rise. Okay? Or both, use your momentum and rise. Or lastly, if you're feeling spicy, which I might for some of them. That's the first. Then we come into that lovely lunge, which is very calm. And we're just doing, so we're only doing 8 people. I think we did 10 last week. So you're welcome. So we've got 8. Are you ready? Because we need to get these done, but done safely. Okay, and then take a drink. Do your variation that suits you. Do it off a chair if you need. So you just don't have the same distance down between. Go down to one weight or your lower weights. Don't do the overhead press. You ready? Let's go. As soon as your weights go overhead, pull the belly in. Well done. Last one. 8. Keep them in your hands. Turn around. You're not on a tightrope. You're on train tracks, nice and low. 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. Well done. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay. Ready for the next set? If you need longer, take it. If you want to shorten your reps, please do so. We've got 3 of them and then we're done. As in, this is our second of third sets. And really own it. Week 4, end of the line. Even if you're doing the walk, you just own it. Let's go. You'll see my feet go in at the start, out at the back. And when I come back up, makes it much easier. I learned that at Bayburn Fitness. Brom was amazing. Trainer, he taught me to keep the legs wide so that when you come back in, easier for the body to use the momentum. Good. 8. Come around. This feels so manageable, doesn't it? Let's go really low. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. Good. Open up the chest. We're not finished yet. Just want to make sure you're nice and open because we crunch forward. Shake out the legs. Okay, I'm in a dilemma because we have 1 minute to half past, but we're 27 minutes on the clock. Going to do this last set if you need to go. Please do a cool down. Use the mobility even from yesterday. Okay, otherwise, bye son. We're going to do our last set. Really own it. Let's go. Feel each movement. Squeeze the bum at the top of the burpee. Squeeze. With your isometric hold again. Glutes are at a hold. And you go above. I feel good. I'm going to go down for one last one for luck. I'm going to do the full down, press, and up. Okay. Last of these hovers. And your Friday. You're ready. Let's go. 4. Really slow. 3, 2, 1. At least I know we're coming back, but I feel nearly emotional here. 2, 3, 4. You did it. You did it in 28 minutes. Well done. Let's stretch the legs out. We're going to take left leg forward, right leg back. Going to bring the knee down. Take the foot out long. And we're going to then just lean towards that leg. Feel open in the back. And then you're going to draw it towards you like you have a little a little string pulling that toe towards you. Woo! I feel that. Then take your hand onto it and stretch forward so we get a little longer stretch in the front of the quads. Good. And we switch legs. Little lean forward. Then we roll back. Lean across it while it's pointed. And we're going to pull it towards us like we have that. Ow! Little string. I can feel it. Calves, quads. And then we're going to lean forward, dropping the bum and the hips down so that we have a lovely lengthening. When you're there, plant the left hand down and we're just rotating up towards the ceiling. Take a breath in through the nose. Can you believe it? You did it. We're going to switch legs. Back out again with the left hand is beside it. Rotating around. You should feel that in the glutes and into the upper body and the upper back. Take a breath in through the nose and breathe, sinking down into it. Good. Last little child's pose, hands out wide, knees out wide. Okay, there are many things that I'm not good at, but making workouts squeeze into these time frames is one thing that I'm going to take credit for. Well done. Thank you. And I'm just so proud of you for getting to here. Keep your eyes on the email for the end of February.